How we doing, all my Dukes and Duchesses? Wilhelm Duke here, and if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button, hit subscribe. If you want to support the channel, go ahead and join my memberships to become a Duke and a Duchess. Leave a comment, and also jump into my Discord where we are discussing music business tools and sharing knowledge daily, as well as I have a separate channel just for music promotions. Anyways, today's video is a little different, and I haven't normally done, honestly, any videos like this, but for the past week, I've been taking Shilajit every day in a, 12-ounce glass of water, and it's honestly been life-changing. It's been life-changing in really just one simplistic way. There's not so many benefits, I think, although you can definitely Google the benefits and, get a rundown of how it might be beneficial to you. But really the way that Shilajit has been beneficial to me, and I've only been on it for about 9 days so far, is I haven't had to drink nearly the amount of cups of coffee that I normally drink in a day. At work, I would have about 2 cups of coffee, and then even a Monster or Red Bull here and there. But taking Shilajit daily in, an 8 to 12 ounce glass of water, especially specifically in the morning, I don't really need to consume nearly as much caffeine. I kind of have like stabilized, solid, workable energy throughout the entire day. If I do get tired, if I feel tired, it's typically after about 4 or 5 p.m. But yeah, like I said, definitely Google what Shilajit is, but basically it comes from the Himalayan mountains in Nepal. This tar black substance that is compressed over, thousands of years through pressure, plant matter. And basically, the Shilajit resin is a mixture of rock and plant matter. And so there's a lot of minerals. They say 85 trace minerals, magnesium, zinc, copper, a lot of vitamins, right? And, but what I've noticed is basically just the consistent energy at the cellular level daily. And honestly, it doesn't taste too bad. Like it just makes your water taste slightly earthy. For a lot of you out there that really value taste, though, I'm sure you're going to put your Shilajit in teas. Maybe you'll put it into a coffee, maybe a mushroom coffee or a mud water. Maybe you're going to put it into a smoothie, a shake, things like that. Probably recommend doing a tea, though. Is probably the easiest way to get the Shilajit to dissolve quickly. But yeah, I can't rave enough about Shilajit. I've been taking it every day, and I have vastly decreased the amount of coffees and caffeine that I consume. If you know anything about caffeine, basically when you take it, it blocks your adenosine receptors, and it makes you feel like, it spikes. It makes you feel like you have a spike of energy because you're kind of like wired and a little like, on the edge, so to speak. But with Shilajit, it doesn't block your adenosine receptors, and you basically just, again, you get this, what I would describe as even better than a green tea matcha, all day long, consistent energy. And, I know a lot of athletes out there, a lot of parents out there, artists, people anybody that wants to take their health a little bit more seriously. I'm definitely not an expert in that regard. But if you're into the East Asian, Occidental medicinal practices, maybe you should get into some Ayurvedic homeopathic alternatives like Shilajit, right? So for the sake of this video, I'm going to now show you what type of Shilajit I have. I have barely any left because I have 800 milligrams in a little container, and spent $12 on Amazon, arrived the next day. If you don't like supporting Amazon, I definitely highly recommend, find another place to order your Shilajit, but you're not going to be spending more than $20 for maybe a week or two supply. Depends on how much you consume, of course. But yeah, let's go ahead and watch me try some Shilajit. So just real quick, I'm going to put that up to the camera. The brand is Naypiny. You can't see it because it's backwards, obviously, but the brand of Shilajit is called Naypiny. I don't know much about Naypiny, but it seems to do the trick. So we're going to. So when you take Shilajit, you basically just take a knife or any type of spoon, and again, it's really like molassesy, syrupy, has that consistency. So definitely just get it on the spoon. This is what it looks like up close. That's what the Shilajit looks like on a knife, right? And now we're going to mix this in some water. Always takes, about kind of the time consuming part is when you actually have to mix the Shilajit in the water. Sometimes it takes a little bit of your time. Now you probably can't see that it's changed colors already a little bit. There's the water. But yeah, so again, Naypiny Shilajit resin and 800 milligrams. This will last you about a week or two. If you're like me, fast metabolism, always struggle with energy levels, always feel like you need coffee, this might be the supplement for you. But definitely do your own research and figure out what Shilajit brand might be the perfect fit. And again, for all my Dukes and Duchesses watching, if you haven't already yet, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, maybe even hype this video. If you want to support the channel, please join my memberships, become a Duke and Duchess. And if you're a musician, recording artist in the music business, please hop in my Discord where we're discussing music business education daily. And I have a text channel specifically dedicated just for promoting new records and your music as an independent artist. And without further ado, I'm going to drink my Shilajit water. And, there's not much to it. I mean, it's basically like drinking a glass of water with a tad of just a smidgen of dirt, right? So anyways, that is a week of Shilajit. I've had, let's see, 9 days. I've maybe had a total of 4 to 5 cups of coffee. That's a couple Starbucks espresso shots from 7-Eleven down the street from my job. And then, a few hot, right off the espresso machine, Lavazos at a coffee shop, mochas, 16, 20-ounce mochas. So other than that, I really have gone most of the day without needing to consume caffeine. And that's pretty much it. So shout out to Shilajit. Definitely recommend looking into it. Give it a whirl. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. If you're on Shilajit or if you take Shilajit, let me know what you think in the comments below. Shout out to my Dukes and Duchesses. This is Wilhelm Duke. And yeah, until next time, peace and love.